Today I'm going to show you the easiest way to create any trading bot. So once you log in on Deriv, come to Deriv bot. Remember, a lot of people are selling you, I don't know, speed bots, bots that are faster. It's all a lie. It's a marketing gimmick. All bots are created from here. All bots that are natively used on Deriv are created from here. And I'm going to show you how to create them. So the likes of Kangede Speedbot, I don't know who Speedbot, they're all created from here. Let me show you. So once you log in, this is where you land. Come to Deriv bot. There used to be a binary bot here, but they have since discontinued that. So go to Deriv bot, and there are two ways Deriv bot offers you to create. So when somebody gives you a bot, you come and upload from here or your Google Drive or wherever you wanted to get it from. But there's a bot builder and there's a quick strategy. Quick strategy is the easiest way to create a bot. So for example, on assets, here you have Forex. You can create even Forex bots, but I want to focus only on continuous indices as 10, 1S, 10, 25, and the likes. So just choose 25, 1S or 51S, whichever you like, just choose whichever. Trade type, there's rise and fall, rise equals and falls, matches, even, odd, under. Just go with rise and fall because this is just a default normal bot. Choose the purchase condition to be rise. Initial stake, you can put any. Duration, you can either have ticks, seconds, minutes, hours, days, whichever you like. Choose one tick. Profit, let's say for example you're trading $1, target 5 max. Loss, probably you have a $20 account. Size, this is a martingale. If you put 1, it will trade with the same initial stake. If you put 2, it will always multiply by 2. So put 2 if you like that, and then just click edit, and this will lead you here to the what we call now the Deriv bot. And most of the traders, what they have done is they come to this side here on utilities, they put a text. So like tell you this is dollar printer. And then the next thing they do is click here to save and download, and they call it dollar fucking printer, and they save. And then they start selling the bot to you. So that's how easy it is for you to create a bot. And to prove to you that it's running, I've not done any analysis here, but this is 51S. Let's just say, let's just run and see. So it's trading a rise there. So you can see it's your internet connection versus, so it will multiply by 2 if you lose, and then on and on and on. So just like that, gentlemen, just create your bot like that. But now what I wanted to show you is not even those speed bots. That's too easy. I didn't realize I was trading on my live account, but it's okay. Let me just change this here. So the next thing I want to show you is this. So let's say you want to create with a bot builder. What you do is, once you get here, click on reset and unsave everything. So you'll have, this is a default bot, usually has the market. So derived here, as you can see, you can change Forex, stock indices, commodities, whatever, continuous indices, and then you can choose the markets here. So you have the trade type. This is where you choose either up, down, touchdown, wherever, rise and fall, all that. So you can just get into those details. Contract types could either, if you select rise and fall, is rise and fall, or is both, whichever you choose. This one is the candlestick interval, that's 1 minute. Then there is a trade duration, ticks. You can choose ticks, seconds, minutes, hours, etc. So I just want to show you how you can create, first of all, a stake list and martingale. I want to create a series where we create every bot that you have been sold out there. I'm going to help you create your own for free. So you just need to spend some time here and learn and watch to the end. That's all you need to do. So the first thing you need, if you want to create a changing stake and martingale, what you do is come to utility, come to variables, just create a variable there. Simple, stake. So with the variable stake, now I want this USD here. I want use stake there. And then the next thing I need is I need to set this stake there, just like that. And then come to math, get a digit, place it there. Simple. So let's say we want to start with 1, and then if, for example, right now we put a stake of 1 and we run this, it should run with stake of 1, and there will be no martingale on this because I've not set any martingale. So as you can see, it's trading with 111, but this is my demo, so don't worry, just like that. The next thing, I don't need this, delete that. The next thing we need now is to set the martingale. The martingale is also what? The martingale factor is also a variable. So just call it martingale, just like that. Carry this here, and then come to variables, set stake, just below here, just put the martingale factor there, martingale, and come to math again. Is this simple? This simple. You can have a martingale of 2.1. So what we want to do is, anytime the result is not a win, I can just delete this. Anytime the result is not a win, what do? We multiply. Okay, let's come here. Let's come to purchase conditions. No, is what I'm looking for, not take profit. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Now this is already there. I don't want to add that full block, this contract. This is what I was looking for. So first of all, I'll need this result is win, and I'll also need utilities. I'll need logic. So here, so if, and then if the result is a win, then do what? Set the stake. Come here to variables. Why is variable here? Set the stake, just like that. Set the stake to 1. Math, I've already shown you this before. Math 1. But if it's not a win, just put an else statement. Just simple as that. Just click that plus there. Simple as that. And then set the stake again. Sorry. No, if I carried that block. No, I didn't carry it. So variables, set stake there. Set the stake to, I need to take the stake and then multiply it by the martingale factor. So the stake to, and then come here to math, then just carry arithmetic here. So here I need to take the stake, replace that, and then the multiply by what is my martingale there, brothers, and you have your full bot with martingale. I don't know how this came from, so you can just delete it and test the bot. No, let me place this here, then just expand a bit like that. So let's run, for example. So that's a win. I'm just hoping for it to lose so that we see if the martingale works correctly. Oh man. Just one moment. So yeah, that loses, so should multiply by 2.1. As you can see, wins, then goes back to 1. Exactly. And that's it, guys. Creating bots is that easy, and I'm going to have a series where I show you how to create each and every bot. The next thing I think we're going to do is the stake list. So we remove the martingale and have a stake list where if it loses with 1, it trades with 2, 5, whatnot. And then I'm also going to show you how to check the trades based on RSI. I'm also going to show you how to check the trades based on ticks. So going to show you how to check the trade based on the last digit, everything. And if there's anything I'm missing or forgetting, just comment and I'm going to create that video for you. So don't lose your money buying these things when you can create, unless you're so lazy and so stupid to not understand drag and drop things. Brother, there's no other way I can save you. Anyway, it has been a great video. Wait for the next one where I show you how to use the stake list. Before you build any bot, make sure you know this. Don't miss any part of this video, because if you do and you take it half, you will lose on a lot. So this is Deriv. Don't go to Deriv Trader, come to Deriv Bot. Click on Deriv Bot. So these are the bots that I have imported on these accounts. So this is just a test account that I use. Click on Bot Builder. First of all, I'm going to take you through what all this means. This is a reset button, okay? So it returns the blocks to the default Deriv bot. Note that. So as you can see, I had a lot of things here, but now I only have the Deriv bot. This is the import button. So if you have a bot on your local, this is your own laptop or your own phone, you can just select and import it. So I don't have any bot here, so I can't import any, but we can always download from the free bots page. This is the free bots page. Free bots top trader KE. Anytime you search that on YouTube, on Google, you're always going to find this page. I am the only one who controls this page, and these bots are from the developers themselves. Most of them, I am the one who has developed them, but the ones that do not belong to me, I have gotten them from their developers. So let no one lie to you. I don't know. The bot is manipulated, bro. I'm the one who uploads them here. I'm the one who removes the bots that I feel are not helpful. Remember, all the bots can be downloaded from this page. So Top Trader, free trading bots. I already showed you that. And for those who are still DMing me and asking me how to deposit and withdraw, this page also provides that information. So this is where you create your account if you don't have an account. So this part here, just click on it. It will take you to where you create the account. On deposit, there are two ways. You can use this link. Go to the website. So here, just click I don't have an account, until take you to Deriv, and then you can link your account and all that. I'm going to show you that sometime. And then once you link, confirm your details, add your phone number, add your password. You're redirected to the sign-in page, or you can use that email and password to log in. And for deposits and withdrawals, all you need to do is click on that home page, deposit, or click withdraw. If you face any issue, just text this guy here. He handles those queries or any problems. But if you want to do it manually, just send to this deal and then send your CR number to the number there. So you can download a bot from here. So let me show you. Like for example, we could take this one AI bot, and then no, yeah, let's just use this one. But I know this one, without analyzing the market, might have one or two issues, but that's okay. So you just click this download raw file and you're going to get it, because this is just the XML. Or if, let me just allow the download. Or if you have an issue downloading, you can always copy this, the whole of it. You can always copy this. And then once you copy, you do what? Once you copy it, you paste it on an XML file. Just label the XML file something. So just click on this raw, and then you just Command A. I'm using MacBook, so if you're using Windows, just Control A, Control C, label the file ai.xml on your local, and then just import the bot. So to import, just click there, come to local, select XML, then select that. So it shows you a preview first. This is the whole bot. Then you can open. Once you open, that's when you have the whole bot here. You can see it will tell you successfully imported. If you have a bot that has problems, it will tell you some of the blocks are invalid or they give you an error. And then you can save. If you made a change to the bot, you can just click save here, and you can give the name here, and it will go to your local machine. For example, you can say tutorial bot. If I click save, it will go to my local machine. I hope you understand that. Okay, let me just wanted to remove that from there. So the next thing is this is sort blocks. So it sorts your blocks so that you can be able to see all of them from. If I click there, these trade parameters, you can see the run once block, the trade options, the purchase options, the sell conditions, and finally the restart trading conditions. These are the charts. So sometimes you can use this instead of going up to trading view. So you just need to change the chart to what you want. But this one is usually provided by Deriv without indicators, just the candles and the area. So all you need to do to change is click on this 2 minute or 1 minute chart. By default, it will be their area. It will be their area with one tick. So you need to come here. First of all, change to the market you want, 25 on S or whichever market. Then click here, change to minutes. Candles start with minutes, holo and OLT. All of them start with minutes. So you can't change to candles if you don't have the time interval as minutes. So the trading view analysis is also here, but this is similar to what we have on Deriv trading view here. This is similar to what we have here. If you look at it, it looks exactly the same as this. These are the markets that you're trading. You just delete that and then go to derived, and you're going to see all of them there. Just select 10-1S. This is a time frame from 1 minute to 24 hours. Mainly use 1 to 5 minutes because this is binary unless you're doing a long trade. And then candles, you can change to whichever candle you want. These are the indicators like fractal, RSI. There's a lot of indicators you could use, but indicators are not that important. Just understand how to read these candles. And you can close it there. This is undo, this is undo, this is zoom, this is zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. So one last time, let me import the bot that we had there. Local, select XML, AI bot, or the one that I saved, tutorial bot, is the same bot. Open, right? Let's zoom in a bit. That is the whole bot there. So the things that I wanted you to ensure you always know is this blocks menu. This side, trade parameters. Just if you want to understand these blocks, all you need to do is click on the menu and then come here. Here's what you define on the trade parameters. So you can click on learn more and it's going to show you everything. It's going to tell you this block is mandatory. It's added to your strategy by default when you create a new strategy. You can not add more than one copy of this block to the canvas. So you only have one block of trade parameters. So one, you select the market. Select your desired market and asset type. For example, Forex, major pairs is AUD, JPY. Trade type. Select your desired trade type. Example, up, down, rise, fall. Rise and fall. Contract type. Choose what contract type. Choose what type of contract you want to trade. For example, for the rise and fall type, you can choose one of three options: rise, fall, or both of them. Selected option will determine available options for the purchase block. Default candle interval sets the default time interval for blocks that read the list of candles. Restart buy or sell on error. Restarts the bot when an error is encountered. So the sixth block, restart last trade on error. Repeats the previous trade when an error is encountered. Run once at start. Place blocks here to perform tasks once your bot starts. So this is the run once block. And then trade options. the desired duration, stake, prediction, and barriers for contract is defined here. So let me just show you. This is a block we're looking at. This block gives you the market. So for example, these derived continuous indices volatilities. So this starts from index up to 51s. Then trade type, you can select digit, you can select multipliers, accumulators, in, out, up, down, whichever you want. So if you select digits, there's matches and differs, even, odd, over, under. And then contract type, you could either have over, you could have under, or you could have both. Default time interval, the highest is 24 hours, that is 1 day. So from 1 minute all the way to 24 hours. So mostly this comes by default not selected, and this comes by default selected. So you barely ever really change the two. Then the run once block. This is a print to say whatever you want. I put make mentors block. And then this is a prediction list. So now from here, you start now having different things depending on what bot you're creating. So this is just a variable, a prediction list from digit 0 all the way to digit 8. And then this is the stake. I want to start with an initial stake of 4. So that is a trade parameters. Then there's a trade options. So define your trade options such as duration and stake. Some options are only applicable for certain trade types. So you can always see this. This block, the trade options, is this block. I'm showing you step by step. Trade options is that block. So this block is used to define trade options within the trade parameters fruit block. Some options are only applicable for certain trade types. For example, you can't have a prediction number if you're not trading over. If you're trading rise and fall, it will either be rise or fall. There'll be no these prediction, this one here. So that's what you're saying. They're saying some parameters are only for particular bots or particular market types. So for example, prediction is used for trade types such as digits, while barrier offsets are for trade types that involve barriers such as touch, no touch, ends, in, out. So make sure to understand that. This is for multipliers. So this bot is not for multipliers, but you can take a look at that. There's a take profit for multipliers. There's a stop loss. So stop loss is if it reaches this level, just cut out my losses. Let's try again tomorrow. Accumulator, trade options. These are the growth rates and such things. Take profit. So brother, these options, make sure you understand them before you start creating any bot. And if you want to know how to create this bot, we have a whole playlist of, I don't know, 10, 15 bots that we have created. AI bot, expert, speed bot, even odd analysis percentages, even odd percentages bot. We have created last digit bot, a bot that looks at the particular last digit and trades something. So you have no excuse. Let's move to the second block, purchase conditions. So this block is mandatory. So just click learn more. This block is mandatory and only one copy of this block is allowed. It is added to the canvas by default when you open the Deriv bot. After defining trade parameters and trade options, those are the two blocks that we looked at. You may want to instruct your bot to purchase contracts when specific conditions are met. To do that, you can use conditional blocks and indicator blocks to help your bot make decisions. So this is for decision making. Purchase conditions here. So for this bot, I did not give it any condition, but you could have a loop here saying if this happens, purchase over. If this happens, purchase under, because this is totally an over bot. So this is an over 0 bot that recovers with over 4, over 5, over 6, over 7. So that's why we don't have anything else there. So on purchase conditions, we have the purchase here. Use this block to purchase a specific contract you want. And that is exactly what we have here. Purchase over, because this is an over under bot. So the third thing you need to know is the sell conditions. This one is usually optional, but let's take a look. Here's where you decide to sell your contract before it expires. Only one copy of this block is allowed. So I don't have this block, but this would be nice for rise and fall. I'm going to show you a rise and fall bot that has indicators and how we can incorporate this. So we don't have this block yet. Then sell at market price. Use this block to sell your contract at the market price. Selling your contract is optional. You may choose to sell at this market if the market trend is unfavorable. So this can be used to cut losses and such stuff. So I don't have that block doing anything on this board, but that block is this sell conditions. So restart trading. So restart trading conditions. This is the fourth block that you can see on this side here. So you can see it here if I expand. So this is a restart trading conditions here. So what does this block do? This block is mandatory. Here is where you can decide if your bot should continue trading. Only one copy of this block is allowed. Always note that this block is commonly used to adjust the parameters of your next trade and to implement stop loss, take profit logic. So for example, on ours, we say if the result is a win, then set the current prediction to 0. Current prediction to 0 means this 0. This is index 0, index 1, index 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it sets the current prediction to 0. Most bots you find that they just have this trade again without this. So the bot will just keep trading and trading. But from looking at the playlist for create bots, you're going to understand all those things. There's also another block, trade again. Here, the one I was telling you, this block will transfer the control back to purchase conditions block, enabling you to purchase another contract without manually stopping and restarting your bot. So this is the trade again. So it transfers back to purchase conditions. So if you have a trade again block here, if this condition is not met, it says trade again, and trade again returns the bot to this purchase. So then it purchases whatever you need purchased. Let's go to analysis. This is a very important part. So indicators. You've seen the indicators on here. So all these indicators, some of them are provided by Deriv here. So you can see simple moving average is provided here. Simple moving average array is provided. Bollinger Bands provided. Bollinger Bands array also provided. Exponential moving average, that is EMA. Exponential moving average array. Relative strength index, as RSI, for mainly rise and fall. You come here and search RSI, you're going to see stochastic RSI. This is the RSI that they are providing. Moving average convergence, divergence is MACD. So MACD is this one here. MACD. So this is MACD. If you see strong green candles, it means the market is going up. If you see strong red candles, it means the market is going down. You can clearly see here. Strong red candles. If it touches at the top here, just know the market is about to go down and start preparing. If it touches at the bottom here, just know the market is about to come up. But always know, as I always say, indicators are always late. So that's MACD. All right, let's go to tick analysis. So for tick analysis, there's a lot that can be done here. Run on every tick. Last tick. So this is for if you want anything on candles and ticks, that data is found here. This block gives you the last tick, that's the last tick, last digit. This gives you the last digit. If you go to the percentage even odd board we created, you're going to find this last digit used.
Guys, feel free to ask any questions. I'm right here and I'll be answering any of them. So I'm just showing you how to create any type of bot. We're going to go like through 10 or 5 bots. So make sure to ask as many questions as you can and I'll be able to answer them as I explain everything. Trading should be easy, and it's only made easy if we share the knowledge that we have without charging, because sometimes these things are too easy just to ask people to pay money for. Let's go on, guys.
current start list, tick list. So if you want the last 20 ticks or the last 1,000 ticks, whatever you want, last digits list, the market direction is a candle black. This block returns true if the last candle is black, can be placed anywhere in the canvas except the trade parameters root block. Read candle values. So there's a lot here. You can create a list of candle values. You can create a list of candle values there. Get candle list. There is a lot that can be done with this. For contracts, well, what we have is, for example, you saw us use if the result is a win, do something. For contract details, so you can use to let me just show you that. You click learn more, you're going to see what you can get. You can get the purchase price, you can get the payout profit, contract type, all this. So you just need to play around with these blocks to understand them. Profit loss from selling, this is your total profit or loss, potential payout, purchase price, can contract be sold. So for example, if you go to rise and fall, if you're trading manually and you set 30 minutes, from minute 1 all the way to minute, I think 20, profit or cut the losses if you're on loss by clicking sell. So that's what they mean by can the contract be sold. The next thing you need to really understand is the stats. So you have your account balance. You can check your account balance, your total profit or loss. If you are using, for example, the split martingale bot that we showed, that one uses this total profit or loss and divides the loss by 3 or by 2 based on the split martingale that you have. Then the number of runs that it can do there. So the last one is utility. Utility is very important. You have custom functions. This is if you want your bot to do something particular. So you can always define a custom function. Then variables, these are like stake, prediction list, current list. You just add the name here and then create. So here are, so you can find the variables, something like this is a prediction list, that's a variable, current prediction is a variable, all those are variables. I think I had this by mistake. So let me zoom out. Then you have notifications, things like this print, this is a notification. Then we have you can request an input from the user. For example, if you want somebody to put in their own stake, you've seen bots that when you run them, you see enter your stake. This is this prompt. And then you have notify. This is like on the percentages even odd bot. This is what we were using. So the next one is time. So if you want about the delays for a particular period before running, then math, you have absolute, you have to check if a number is even, you have to change variable by 1. For example, when we are increasing our current prediction, so we are moving it from index 0 to index 1 to index 2 to index 3, 4, 5. All right. You have operations like square root and all that. So square root, absolute, negation, natural log, you can do all that. Trigonometry, if your bot needs it. Change variable, that's what I was showing you. Aggregate operations is things like sum and all that. So just come look at these blocks. The next one is the text. So if you're interested in having some text on your bot, changing to uppercase, trim spaces. Logic is very important. This is where you have true, false, you have logic negation, you have logic operation. This is very important if you want 2 operations performed. Yeah. So and then lists, something like what you have here. This is a list. So lists. And list length, if you want to find the length of your list, is a list empty, get list item, create sublist, create list from text, and then sort list. And then loops, very important also. This is a while loop. We have for each loop is a breakout if you have something continuous, repeat 10 times. Then miscellaneous, this you want to you want to access a particular URL, then this is a console. So, gentlemen, make sure you know all those blocks or all those requirements before you start creating a bot. But if you're still struggling with creating, just go to the playlist at the top here. That's called Create Bots playlist. That playlist is going to teach you all the types of bots that are being sold out there, and you're going to become a pro in creating your own bots. And on this video, make sure to comment with the type of bot you want created, and I'm going to take my time and create all the bots that you guys want. Have a good day, guys. Bye bye. Today I want to show you something that your mentor will hate me for showing you, because most people would rather sell you this rather than show you how to do it. So you have heard about AI bots. This is how you create your own AI bot, and I feel disgusted calling them AI because they are not AI. But I'm going to show you how to create them very easily. Anyone can create one. So come to Deriv, go to Deriv bot. Let's see. So this is my real account. I'm going to skip this. Come to bot builder, skip that, then just click reset. So I'm going to show you an AI or an auto analysis bot for the digits market. So over and under. So the first thing I'm going to do is, this is derived continuous indices volatility 101S. So I'm going to change these notations, these two digits, and then these two, not even odd, but over under. Leave it as both. And then let's start. So as usual, we start with our variables. The first variable we'll create is stake, as usual. The next one we create is a prediction list. And the final one we're going to create is a current prediction. Just bear with me. Current prediction. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my stake. As usual, the run once at start. Just go there, then go to math, drag it here. So I'll use a stake over, let's just 4. 4 is okay. The next thing I'm going to show you is let's just put, I like putting this print here, so just to make your mentor feel like, this guy is showing people our business. Fuck you, man. So make mentors broke. Anyway, I'm a very bad person anyway. Make mentors broke. Okay, so we have set the stake, and we need to come here on variables. I need this stake be out of there. Exactly, just like that. The next thing I need is I need to set the list. So under utility again, just click utility and look for lists. So the list I'm looking for is this. So I drag that list and take it to trade options. So here, there. So you can click here to sort the blocks. Just click there. I hope you can see, and then I'll drag it up. So to remove this list, you just minus or add. That's how you play around with it. So the list, this needs to be a prediction list. I hope you get that. A prediction list, and then let's now deal with the digit. So this will be quite easy. So I put the wrong one somewhere. Math. Just need to drag this here. So the first trade we'll take is over 0. Low payout, but what if we take 4 and lose? What do we trade with? So just want to see if I can copy this and put it there. So as that loads up, so I don't want to be here. I need to be on Deriv Trader. Just a moment, because I want to show you how that recovery happens. So over under. So we trade over 0 with $4. So the payout is the 0.40, I think. Yeah. Right. So if we lose $4, we need a payout that will replace $4. So the next payout is, of course, it's not 1, because 1 is 4.94, it's not 2 because 2 is 5.36, it's not 3 because 3 is 6.56, it's not 4, but it's 5. So the payout of I think 4 could pay us back. Yeah, 4 is 7.84. Yeah, I think 4 could. So let's just do this. Let's add another block here. Do math. 4 over 4 over 4 will pay back our money. So, but what if we lose the two trades? So we lose $8. Over 4 will not pay that, but over 5 will. So just hang in there. You're gonna see it play out. So over 5. So it's you to understand what exactly you wanna do. So over 5 will pay back our money. What if no? So 448. Yeah, over 5 will pay $8. Over 6, let's see, we'll pay $12 because we have lost. If we lose 3 times 4, 4, that's 8, 12. So we need a payout that is above 12. And above 12 with the same payout is over 6. So come here, math. Just bring it here. 6. What's next? I think over 7 would pay 3. Yeah. Over 7 because 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Right? And this is over 7 is 19. So I think you're understanding what I'm driving to here. So over 7. We can have one extra over 8. This is not over 9, so 8 would be, of course, the last one. 8 returns 36, but 8 is still above 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we lost 20, we get 36. So it's still good. 8. So that's the stake list. You can order the blocks there to return the blocks to the right places. So of course we have the prediction list, we have the stake, and we have the print. So the next thing we need to do is now change on trade options, because we need to change our current prediction to align with the list that we have. So come to math and then just scroll down. This is what I need. Change variable. This block adds the given numbers to the selected variable. So this is what I need. So I'll come here to the trade options. The trade options. I think I put this block in the wrong place. Yeah, I'll need to remove this. Put this block on the wrong place. It needs to be here. Yeah, it needs to be on the run ones. And then just a moment. And then this needs to be there. Yeah, so I had made a mistake there. Just like that. So that's how it needs to be. But then now, as I said, I need the change prediction. So come to math. This change item, trade options there. So I need to change what? The current prediction by 1. So it will start by trading over 0, then go to over 4, over 5, over 6, over 7, over 8, all the way. The purchase conditions, I want to leave this as over, because this list is based on over. But you'll understand this as we go on. But now I need to change the restart trading conditions. So if the result is a win, just align this, bring this here, go to analysis, go to contract. I need this result is a win, but the first thing I need to get is this logic. So here, there. So drop this, open this, contract if the result is a win, if the result is a win, the current prediction, of course, will be 0. So it will just trade over 0. Okay. So I need to come to close this, come to variables, set this so the current prediction will be what? Our initial prediction. So math, that keeps happening, I don't know why. There. But then if it doesn't win, I'm expecting it to go to the next one. So how does it go to the next one? That is done from the trade options block. I need to bring that in list, to the prediction list. So let me just find it. Come to list, not this create list, this. So I need to get the list item. This block gives you the value of a specific item in a list given the position of the item. So it can also remove the item from the list. So I need to get this. I need to get the number. So come here and they should replace what? The prediction. I hope you're getting it. So in list, the prediction will be what? Our prediction list. Come to variables is a prediction list. There. What do I need? It needs to get hash means a digit, and then finally, what do I need to get? Our current prediction. So our current prediction is 0, but then it needs to move through this. So variables are current prediction, brothers, and there we are. Let's minimize to see the whole of it, like that. So what did we create? Trade parameters. This is totally on digits, over under. Then this is a prediction list. Then this is how it gets the prediction and the stake. Then over, I need to remove this. All right. So I need to split this screen and just show you how you're going to use this. Don't just come here and just run blindly. So let me just split my screen and show you. So my bot is on the right hand side, Deriv trader on this other side. Let me just expand here a bit. All right, let's go. So let's look for a market where the most appearing digit is above our 0 and the least appearing digit is below our 0. For example, 101s would be, okay, this is just probability maths. So you just go for the most probable. For example, let's run this. So remember, this is my live account. Mentos broke. So it will be making 0.40. But if it loses, I'm expecting it to go on a higher level. But let's see. So I looked at the least appearing digit is 2. The most appearing digit is 4. So of course, it will trade on a higher end. And this would be a very good board for you if you don't have much capital. If you want to make just a few wins a day and enjoy. Because for example, somebody who works a physical job, they make about $5 a day. So if you're making $5 a day, you're good. So you're good. Instead of going to lift rocks, you can do this. So gentlemen, you can pick this bot, go test it out, just go find out. Yeah, there it lost. Let's see what it does. You see, it recovered with the same stake. So that's all I wanted to show you, gentlemen. I wish you a good day, and please do not get conned. So that is all. I don't know what that error was. I'll check it out later. Have a good evening and let me know if you didn't understand anything and what is the next thing you'd like me to show you. Have a good evening. Bye bye. Today, I want to answer the question that I've been asked a lot of times. And I know you also have the same question. What happens when the AI bot trades for 8 and loses, and there's no other number after 8? So there are two ways you could go about this, and I'm going to show you one of the ways. But I highly do not recommend doing this, because if you're losing 5 times consecutively, it means you're in the wrong market. You have misanalyzed. What you thought you had seen is not what is happening in the market. And you overstaying in that market will make you lose your money. But I'll still show you. So this is the simplest way. First of all, just go to the bots page and download the AI bot. It's here. All the bots are here. You just come download. This page is usually all over the internet. Just search for free trading bots, top trader KE, and you're going to find the page. That's all you need to search for. Anyway, and some of you are also quite selfish, because you found my channel, you found my free things, but you don't share with your friends because you don't want them to get the same assistance you're getting. But that's up to you. I believe in a world of reward and a world of giving back. So you can see it's usually at the top here, so you can easily get it. So let me import the bot. Local, just select quickly this one here. Open. So this is what the bot looks like. The first thing I'm going to do so that I show you is, let's remove the 4 block. So it goes direct to over 5, over 6, over 7, over 8. I just want to show you what would happen if it missed the runs. So let's just run. So I'm hoping for quick losses here, so that we are able to see. But if it takes too long, I'll just show you what you need to do. So I don't think this one will lose. So let me just show you. So this is the simplest thing you can do to make the bot trade over and over, even after losing. So this is index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4. You just come here on utility, logic, get an if statement, put it on purchase conditions, zoom it in, come to not loops. No, I'm looking for logic. So get the current prediction that we had. So current prediction, if it's greater than index 5, is it index 5 or index 4? Let's just check. 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So it's greater than 4. Let's just do this. Duplicate, put it there, and put an else statement. So if it's not greater than 4, trade our usual over. So over 0, over 5, over 6, over 7, over 8. Once it reaches to 8, you could switch to the lower contracts, which are also profitable, because you're trying to recover a loss that you had made. So 0, 3, 4, 3, 2. This is the simplest thing, and I had explained this on the class before, but I guess most of you did not understand it. So with that, you can have this list go on and on and on. This is very, very simple. You leave everything else as is. You just change the list and you change the condition you want. Basic programming. Okay, so let's run. But I'm guessing it will be very difficult to get all these losses. So what you're going to do is, I'm going to leave it with you, and then you can download and make the changes and test it on your end. Play around with this list, play around with the conditions, and you'll understand everything. So don't be lied to by people, man. Knowledge is power, and the more you learn, the easier everything gets for you. The more you spend time getting knowledge, the easier things get for you. The quicker you want things, the more you lose, the more you have more and more problems. So that is what you technically have to do. This is the simplest way to do it. Create a stake list or prediction list of the bot that does anything. It could go over 8, the next one could be under 0, not under 0, under 4, under 3, under 5. It's just tweaking. I tell you, your imagination is your limit when it comes to this, and how well you absorb knowledge. And some of you have even gone to the extent you keep texting me, you keep WhatsApping me, you want to turn me into your PA. I show you everything. You still want me to spoon feed you, to do it for you. Brothers, come on, man. I'm showing you this because I enjoy seeing people succeed. For me, I'm making enough for myself. I enjoy what I make. I have other things that I do, but I enjoy this side of life as well. So I just decided, let me help where I can. But some of you are still getting conned, but that's up to you, man. Anyway, if you're not aware of this AI bot, kindly check this video that we created the AI bot, and then come here now and complete your stake list and build whatever you want. I have received this request so many times for people asking me to create a bot that trades even twice. If it loses twice on even, it trades odd. If it loses twice on odd, it trades even. I think there's somebody who is selling it for over 12,000 Kenya shillings, and that's up to them, man. For me, I think these things are quite easy for me. I do spend some time to create them, but I teach everything you need to know on the YouTube channel. So it's a win-win situation for everyone. Ask you is make sure to share with your friends. Don't be greedy. Don't learn these things, then go do the same things that we're trying to curb. I believe the market has enough money for all of us. You just need to understand the skills, take time, and make as much money as you can. Because I'm going to tell you for free, trading is nothing else but a way of making money. Let no one lie to you that you're here to fulfill anything else. Anyone who is in trading is here to make money. So make sure you're here also to make money. So without further ado, I'm going to take you through simply because I know some of you might not have watched the whole Create Bots playlist. So let me just show you the basics of what we are supposed to do. So when creating a bot, there's this bot builder page. So just log into Deriv. This is a demo account, not a live account. And then come to Deriv bot. So click Deriv bot. On the phone, the screen might be a bit small, so it becomes difficult to move the blocks. But if you have something like a tablet or a laptop, or you can even go to a cyber, brother. Sometimes just be creative. Go to a cyber, pay for 1 hour. By the time you're done, have my YouTube channel on one end and have the Deriv bot on the other end, and then create, download it, put it on your email, and then you're done. You can be uploading it using your phone. So you don't have to sweat these things so much. You just have to work with what you have. Most of us started where you are. A basic ass phone, no good connection on the internet. But right now we're doing well. And also, trading is not only, you don't have to trade every day. You're gonna get worn out, you're gonna get mental issues. Try to balance off. That is why some of us have trading, we have other things that we do as well. As much as trading makes us money, the other things as well make us money, because the market is not always good on every day. This is a game where you win sometimes, you lose others, but you make sure your losses are lower than your profits, so that at the end of it all, you are profitable, because that is what we are looking for. So once you get to Deriv bot, click bot builder. This is a reset button, so it takes the bots back to the default Deriv bot. And then you have this an import where I'll show you how to upload the bot once we have created it, and I've already shown that a few more times. And this is a save if you want to save the bot to your local machine or to your local or to your phone. This is a orders block, so it sorts the block when you're building. And then this is a chart that helps you analyze, so you can always change to the preferred volatility, to the preferred candlestick time interval. So that allows you to do that. Just close it there. And then this is a trading view one that Deriv, I think I've partnered with Trading View to provide this chart. So this has a bit more than the first one because you have indicators. All the markets are here. So you can have Forex, stock indices, commodities, and cryptocurrencies. And then the right that is where most binary traders are. And we have, this is a time frame. So one minute all the way to 24 hours. And then we have, so you can choose 1 minute. This is a candlestick. So you can choose whichever candlesticks you want. Then those are the indicators. This is undo, this is save. So you can save your template and use it later. And also the things like, if you click on this right hand side, there's like count down to bar close, so that you know if it's a 1 minute candlestick, you're able to tell. Like now you can see this candlestick has 9 seconds to go, 8 seconds to go, 7 seconds to go, 6 seconds to go. So it's always good to have a good grasp of these things. And then these are the drawing tools. I think one day I'm gonna sit down and do a tutorial on how to use all these things. But for today, we are going to build an even odd bot. So a bot that if it's trading even and it closes twice, it trades odd and then goes back to even. All right. So this side, we have trade parameters. Trade parameters is just this block here. We have the purchase conditions, which is what market you're trading. We have the analysis here. We're going to use this a lot. The contract, the stats and all that. And utilities, the variables, notification, math, text, logic, list, loop, and miscellaneous. We're going to use that a lot of times. So let's get started. First of all, we need to change the market. So you can see I'm on derived continuous indices volatility 101S index. I want to change these trade type to digits because it's not a matches and differs bot. It's not an over under. It's an even odd bot. And then leave the contract type as both. And then as usual, because of my background in programming, I always like to have my variables created quite early. So the first one is we're going to have a martingale. So in case you lose, we multiply by 2, and we're going to have a stake. We're going to have an initial stake. So this is the first stake that we use. And then we're going to have a digit even. I like having variables for this, digit even and digit odd. I could directly set this to the bot, but I want to have a variable. So I'm going to show you where that is coming from. So click on utility, then click variables, and you're going to have your variables. So on the run once block, we need to put everything that needs to be set. First of all, it's a martingale. Once you set the martingale, come to math and just drag a number. We drag 0 there. So our martingale is going to be 2. You could change this to 1. You could change it to 1.2. You could change it to 5. You could change it to 10. It all depends with what you want to do. So instead of dragging and dropping on variables again, just right click this and duplicate. Change the variable here. So our initial stake is going to be 20. So that is up to you to set a stake that you feel comfortable with. So always trade the amounts you're ready to lose. And then we have the next one is stake. So this is our first stake, and then this is the changing stake. I'm going to show you how to do that. Then here we duplicate these and have a digit odd. So this will not be a number. This will not be a number here. It will be a text there. So this is what I was telling you the sort order blocks is for. So right now you see the extra came here. So all you need to do is click on it and then remove it like that. So the digit, I'm going to show you where we get this. Just hang in there, digit odd. So anytime it's trading a digit market, it creates this variable, digit odd. If it's trading digit odd, it creates the variable digit odd. If it's trading even, it creates the variable digit even. So that's why I have, that's why I have this. So all I need to change here is put digit. I'm going to show you in a minute. Don't worry. Digit even. So all my variables are now set. We can zoom out a bit. And that is on the run once block. So remember, I changed the trade parameters and then I came now to change the run once block. On the trade parameters, I just selected the trade type digits, even odd, because it's an even odd bot. So I need to replace stake. So instead of having 1 USD here, because it says stake, just put your variable stake there. Then the next thing you're gonna do now is the purchase conditions. The purchase conditions will have a few things that we have to set. So I'll have a variable. So let's go to the variables again. I'll have a variable odd loss count and even loss count. So it's quite simple, guys. If you understand these things, it's quite simple, but you have to keep trying. You have to keep trying. Don't just quit and go pay somebody money that you could use on the market for something you could have created very easily. So even loss count, add, and I've also created odd. I think I created the wrong variable here. So let me just create the correct one. Odd loss count. I don't know. Probably it's because I was talking. So odd loss count and even loss count. So we're gonna go to logic and we look for an if else statement. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. So that is what you need. So go to logic, click learn more, drag this one because this one has the else if else statement. Okay, here, just a minute. Okay, so we need if the odd loss count is greater or equals to 2, change to purchase even. So that is exactly what you're gonna do. So if the odd loss count is greater or equal to, so I need to remove this and put math here. So I drag a number 2, then do what? I duplicate this, purchase. So if the loss count, so we have lost odd twice. So what are we gonna trade? We're gonna trade even. Remember that. But also we're gonna set the odd loss count to 0 because once it goes to even, we start counting the even side. So come to variables, drag the set block, change to odd loss count. The odd loss count, I can just pick this, bro. Duplicate the odd loss count, we set it to 0. I hope that is understandable. So we have lost on odd twice. So we reset the odd count because we have started trading even. So let me repeat that. So we have lost on odd twice. So we start trading even and then we reset the odd loss count to 0. Make sure you understand that. Let's move to this else if. So now we go to the even side. So let me look for my variable. If the even loss count is greater or equal to, sorry, let me get this number here. It's greater or equal to, what do we do now this time? Duplicate this. We are gonna trade odd. And when we start trading odd, we also need to reset the even loss count to 0. I hope that is understandable to you. But then after creating this, I realized when it was trading even, if it lost even once, it used to change to odd. So I had to add an extra block here that I'm going to show you. So I took an if statement and put it here. This is why I always tell you, if you get a bot from a page or you get a bot from anyone, just test it first. Just understand what that bot is doing, and you're gonna have an easier time. So I need this, the even one, duplicate, and just put it there. So if it's equals to 1, we still need to keep purchasing even, right? Because we've not yet hit the threshold of 2 losses on even, right? Okay, I hope you understand that. And the final thing we have to do is we have to have, remember this block starts here. If, else, and then that is the default one. For me, I want to start with odd. I hope you understand that, gentlemen. This is the whole purchase condition. Let me expand it a bit for you. If the odd, we have a variable odd loss count, which if it's greater than 2, we start purchasing even, and we reset this odd loss count to 0. If the even loss count is greater than 2, we reset the even loss count to 0, and we start purchasing odd. However, if the even loss count is equals to 1, just make sure you keep purchasing even. But for us, we start with the odd. So it's just that simple. Zoom out. So for sell conditions, there's nothing I'm going to change here. So let me just collapse this block. And then let's have the restart trading block. This is where everything is going to happen. And this is what you do. The first thing I need a text. So I need this text. Just look for click utility, click text, and then come to text join. I need this text. This is where I will show you what happens when you trade odd or you trade even. So for the text, what do I want the text to show? So I want this text to be set to the contract details. So I'll get the contract traded from the contract details contract type. Okay, let me just show you variable. Just hang in there, contract traded. I like having variables because they make it easier if you ever try change the bot, and if you understand the whole bot, you're good to go. So from here, I think should be on analysis, contract, and then these contract details. I made a mistake there. I didn't show you what is on it. So the block gives you information about your last contract. So what I'm looking for is this contract type, because contract type tells you the rise or fall, a digit odd, a digit even. So that's what it tells you. That's why I need this. So I come here and I select, where is it, contract type. So this contract traded will be set to contract type. And then the text for me will be like using variables. I had some extra variables, so let me just use them when I drag the if else statement. So let's just expand a bit so it's more visible for you. So variable 2, and what is going to be on this variable is the contract we are trading. And then I need to add a new one here, close analysis and come to variables, and then just drag contract traded because we have set it here. So the value, we can get it here. But then how do we see the value? Come to notifications on after the set block, not inside the set block. So you have to understand, is a set block first and then the notify, right? The set block first, then the notify. So the notify here will be our variable. So variable, it's I think a variable 1 or 2, variable 2, like that. So let me just run this for a minute so I show you something. So I just want you to see what happens when we trade even or we trade odd. Of course, there are going to be some errors here. I just want to show you. Okay, here. So this is all I wanted to see. This. So you see, it traded this transaction. This is odd. This is odd. So we go to the first one. So it's trying to buy odd. So you see what comes out, the contract digit odd. So this contract is what you need to check. I hope you understand that. I hope you understand that. And please do not do this thing that I'm doing, just going to the market and running. So yeah, it could have gone back to even and probably recovered, but that is a nonsensical way of trading, and that is pure gambling, and you're gonna lose your money. Always analyze on Deriv trader the percentages. See if even is doing better than odd trade, even if odd is doing better than even trade odd, but have the same setup where if it loses two, it goes to the next one because probably they are making a change to it. So let's expand again so we get back to business. So this is why I needed this contract traded, and this is why I'm showing it here, and this is why I created these two variables. I hope that is clear now. So let's create now the next thing. So we will have an if statement. So an if statement that checks if the result is a win and the contract traded is odd, then, and if the result is a loss and the contract traded is odd, do this and this. Okay. I don't know if I copy this one or yeah, I don't I don't want to do it from scratch. So no, let me just create it so that because there's somebody who probably has not watched these create videos before, so let's just help him. So this is what I need. I need the if else if. So there, right? So the first thing I need is I need if the result is a win. Where do I get the result? Come to analysis, come to contract, this first one. So it checks, you can just click on it. You can check the result of the last trade with this block. It can only be placed within the restart trading conditions root block. So always remember, you can only use it here. So we need to remove this. And then if the result is a win, so we need to change something here. So let me just remove that there. We need to change something here. We need to have, I'll just drop this, come to logic, and then look for this logic operation and the and block. Just remove that, put it there. And then put the if the result is a win, and so this both have to be true. It has to be a win, and the contract traded has to be equal to digit odd. So let me look for logic, and then here. So variable contract traded has to be equal to, we have another variable. Let's start with digit odd. I hope you are understanding, man, because it's quite easy. So I am hoping that two conditions are going to be true. The result has to be a win, and the contract traded has to be equal to digit odd. Then what do I need to be done? Because it's a win, the stake will be our initial stake. So to win, so set the stake to variables initial stake, right? And then what else do I need to set? I need to set the odd loss count to 0 because there's nothing that has increased it. So because if you make a mistake and set the wrong digits on this, bro, this bot the bot can do wonders. Then you're left wondering, why is it not behaving like the one that we created? So remember, if the result is a win and the contract traded is odd, set the stake to initial stake and then set the odd loss count to 0. Let's remove that. Then just come here and make it a duplicate. Then just track it. Now, if the result is a loss and the contract traded is odd, still odd, what do we need? We need to change the odd loss count by 1. That is, increase it by 1. Here on math, if you come down, usually somewhere, this one, this increases the digit by 1. So change the odd loss count. So odd loss count by 1. So if it loses twice, it will be 2. If it loses 3 times, it will be 3. And then we also need to set stake to our martingale. So variable set stake. Then come to math, put it there, and then I need to take the stake and then multiply it by a martingale. So I need this stake. I need to multiply it by the martingale. This is a good thing with variables. So for variables, once you have created the bot, all you will be changing is the variables on the other end. For example, if I need a higher martingale, I don't need to go look for where is this martingale block. No, I just change the martingale here, and my martingale goes to 3 or 4 or 1, whichever you want to. Okay, so we have changed the odd loss count by 1, and we have also set the stake to stake times the martingale because you have lost. But you also need to ensure that we are getting the correct thing when it comes to this. So let me just get this. So here. So what do I want here? Here I want the odd loss count. For me, I like always confirming because this is real money that you're gonna lose here. So don't look for stupid reasons. So remember, here we used variable 2. So here we can use the text variable. And also remember this, we need to change to odd loss count. And we need, let me just copy this. There. So outside the set, always make sure outside the set, right? So this is text, just like that. So I don't need this else statement. Let me minimize so that you see the whole of it now. So the reset trading conditions, we start with setting the contract traded, contract details, and then we show it here so you're able to see what's happening, and then we notify you by showing you what's on the contract as I showed you on the journal. And then now this is the odd side. So if it's a win and it's odd, set the stake to initial stake. So stake has not changed, and set the odd loss count to 0. Else, if you've lost and it was trading odd, increase the odd loss count by 1. So it loses twice, increase by 1 again. So it becomes 2, and it goes to even as per these conditions here on the purchase conditions. I hope it's clear, man. It's quite simple. So let me show you the trick. Now, all I need to do is duplicate these, brothers, like that. And then let me zoom out a bit so you see. What do I need to change here? Even. Variables are the thing. And then make sure this is even loss count. Make sure it is a loss and you're trading even. And make sure this is even loss count increased by 1. And make sure this is even loss count. Even loss count. I enjoy doing this, man. I enjoy showing you how to make money, man. Because for me, I didn't have anyone who taught me. I just spent my time on the internet because I'm always on the internet, and that's how I came to know of Deriv. And then I just started it. I have never ever wanted my wife or my girlfriend to work for anyone, so I wanted her to become a professional trader, but I didn't show it until I think it was too late. She had already left, man. Anyway, those are stories for a day, but I hope you're learning. So this is a whole bot. I think we are done now. So let's first test if it's doing the right thing. So it's starting with a purchase for odd. If you lose twice on odd, it goes to even. If you lose twice on even, it goes to odd. So I noticed we have to run a few times before we are able to. So this started on odd. So it lost the first one. It won the second one. Let's come to the journal. You can see digit odd. You can see loss, odd loss count was increased to 1. So we are gonna have to wait until at least you have 2 consecutive losses somewhere. If not, just download it or just create it as I showed you. I realize some of you do not want to put any work. I show you everything on the YouTube channel, but you still want me to come and do it for you, bro. I have a lot of things to do, man. I trade for people professionally. I have farms that are waiting for their money at the end of half a year. So, bro, I can't be like on calls unless you're helping me raise that money. Anyway, that's a story for another day. And also remember, guys, if you're withdrawing and you're depositing, we have a very simple method to do it. Just come to money.moneyagg.com. We are at your service. Anytime you face an issue, make sure you call the help number. Once you have signed in, you're gonna have a very easy way to deposit and withdraw. So let's see. So even if it keeps losing, I leave it. I just want to see if it keeps changing and changing. This is a demo account. So this is why I was saying don't do this. Don't do this on a live account, because probably you're gonna get your ass slapped if you've not analyzed that market. Just analyze the percentages. Look at what percentage is doing better than the other, and then start with that. Okay, so let's go through the journal. Let's go through the journal. No, not the summary, the transactions, I mean. So odd, it lost, and you can see from the journal. Let's go here. From the journal, it lost this while it was trading odd. See digit odd, this is a contract, and then it increased the odd loss count by 1. But then we won, and we went back to just trading normally. So now, if when it's losing and we are trading odd, it's on this block. Else, if it's winning, it's on this block. That is why you're not seeing the odd loss count when it's winning, and you're not seeing you're not seeing the odd loss count when it's winning. But you're always seeing the contract, because I have set the contract outside the if else statement. So it went on with odd, 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 odd. So it won all those odd, odd. Then it lost again odd 1. It increased by 1. Loss amount, it lost, it went on to trade odd again. It lost also that one. So we have lost odd twice. So let's see if it kicks to even. So let's take a look at how it did the trades. So first of all, we start with odd. Why do we start with odd? Because we set the purchase condition to start with odd. So odd, we lost the first one. It increased the count, and you can see it's trading odd. So it keeps trading odd because you've not lost twice. It wins, it wins, it wins, it wins, it wins, it wins, it wins. We lose the first time again here. So it's trading odd, digit odd. We lose the first one, we increase the odd count. We lose the second one, we increase the odd count. So we're expecting it to move to even. It moves to even. So it trades even. It trades even, it wins. We go back to odd, our initial. Remember that. It wins, it loses again. So first odd loss count, second odd loss count. So we expect it to move to even. It moves to even. First even loss count, right? You can see there, even loss count, it wins. So it goes back to odd. And then we start again. Odd, it loses odd again. First loss, it goes to the second loss. It moves to even. It loses the first even loss count. And then it loses again even. So we're expecting to go back to odd. So it goes back to odd. You can see it loses odd loss count 1. It loses odd again. So we expect it to go to even. This is a perfect example. So it goes to even. You can see it loses even again, and then it recovers with even on the second one, and it goes back to odd. Gentlemen, this has been a masterclass. I've showed you everything you need to know to create an even odd bot. I've shown you how to create an AI bot. I've shown you how to create a last digit bot that looks at particular last digit and creates that bot and takes the trade. Shown you how to create the expert speed bot. I've shown you to create percentages even odd bot. I don't know which other one you'd like us to create, but it's that simple. Just click on this playlist at the top here and use it to learn. We have so many bots there. Just watch. Take time, bro. Take time. You will understand. I assure you, if you're putting in the time, you will understand. Just the same way, if you're putting in time every day to understand what Deriv is doing, you are gonna make money. The money is in the market. Don't accept to lose your money on other things. There is basically so little somebody who is charging you could show you, but it's up to you, man. I hope you have a good day, and I hope you enjoy this and learn as much as possible. And remember, if you want to be assured of your deposits and withdrawals going on through, go to money8.money8gg. So here, money.money8gg.com. and you're gonna create your account by clicking sign up. So if you don't have an account, just use the link I give for creating the account. Once you have an USD account and a Kenyan account, just come and link it here. For now, we are only supporting Kenya and USD. We are working on these other currencies, but very soon everything will be on your end. So I hope you have a lovely one, guys, and I hope you have learned. I'm looking forward to seeing the comments that you give about what I've just taught you guys. Bye bye. Today I'm going to show you the easiest way to create a percentages even odd bot. So this is about where if we have 70% of even numbers, it trades even. If we have 70% of odd numbers, it trades odd numbers. Let me show you how to build this. So the first thing you're going to start with is the variables. So the first variable you're going to create is stake. The second one is initial stake. Then let's set these two. So variables on the run one start, just do that and take math, drag math there. So let's use an initial stake of 20. This is my demo account, not my live account. Duplicate, set it there, initial stake 20. We also need martingale. So quickly martingale. So let's set the martingale also. I don't think I need that. Could just duplicate martingale 2. So with the variable set, the first thing I need us to do is change these to a digit market because it's an even odd board we're creating. If that is both, and then have the variables there, let's do the restart trading conditions first. So I'll need a logic here, I'll need an if statement, then move to analysis on contract. If the result is a win, let's set our stake. So minimize this, go to variables, and we set the stake as the initial stake. Yeah. Else, if we lose, that martingale kick in. So set stake to remove this, go to math, arithmetic, multiply. So stake will be multiplied by 2. No, by martingale, not by 2, because martingale has already been set there. So with that side should be done, and we can go ahead and collapse that block. And let's get now to the real deal, or one thing remains. We need to set the stake there. So on the purchase conditions, this is where we make all the changes. The first thing we'll start with is a digit list. So variable, a digit list. So we'll have a digit list that has the last 20 digits that have occurred on that particular trade type. Then from the digit list, we'll have a percentage. So we'll have a trade percentage, the 70% that I'm talking about. So let's do trade percentage. And I think that should, no, but we also need one extra thing, digit analysis. So how many digits do you want? How many last digits do you want? Do you want the last 20? Do you want the last 10? Anything. So let me first set those, duplicate digit analysis. We want the last 20 digits, duplicate. I don't think I need to set the digit list here. I need to set it here. So the not the digit analysis, but the digit list will be a list of, come to list, let's find a sub list. So we want to create a sub list of, remove this, delete block. So we want to create a sub list of the last 20 digits. So how you don't use this last digit, go and look for last digit list. The block gives you a list of the last digits of the last 1000 tick values. We'll put that there. So we need the digit list in the last digit list, and then we get a sub list from the end all the way to the last 20 digits, and the last 20 digits can be got from the digit analysis on the last 20 digits. So here, last 20 digits, so that will give us the last 20 digit. Then we need to loop through this list and get the even and the odd numbers. I hope you're understanding what I mean. So what can we use to loop through? We can only loop through using a for each statement. So come to loops, just scroll down, you see a for each here. So we're going to use this example that they give here. So we first set the digit list, and then we loop through the digit list and we notify. So let me get that. So for each item in the list, what is our list called? Digit list. Variable digit list. For each item in our digit list, we need to check if it's an even number or if it's an odd number. So logic again, I think it's an if else statement. So come again here, there. So I need to get this variable I, which is the item. I don't think I can do it like that. Let me use math. So this usually is even here. That's what I want to use. So variable, if I is even, then what do we need to do? We need to have an even digit count. So once again, we create two variables, even digit count, and also we need an odd digit count, like that. So not the set, but we need to change the count to +1 because we need to add every number that is counted as part of the digit list or the even digits. So let me come to math. On math, just come down. There is usually a change here. This, so change even digits count by 1. Click the plus to add the else statement. Duplicate this. This should be the odd digits count. So if the number is even, we'll add the even digits count by 1, and if the number is odd, we'll add the odd digits count by 1. I hope up to there it's clear. The next thing we need to do is find the percentages. So let's create the variables. Even percentage, odd percentage, just like that. So how do you get the even percentage and the odd percentage? So right here, so outside the for each, set the percentage here. So even percentage, what will be the even percentage? The even percentage is the even digit count multiplied by 100 divided by the length of the digits list. Let me show you what I mean. So this is simple arithmetic depending on the school that you went to. Some of us will do the even count over the total times 100. Others will do the even digit count times 100 over the total. So it's the same thing. So the even digits count, come to, what do I need to do? I need to multiply it by 100. So I need this. So variable, so the even digits count there, I multiply it by 100. So I need the arithmetic again. So I multiply it by 100, and then I divide it by the length of the list. So in list, there is usually a length. This block gives you the total number of items. So it's something length of, come to variable, this digit list, and that should be it. Then duplicate, put it there, odd percentage, or digit count times 100 divided by the length. So that's the first part. The next part, we need a text that looks at if we are getting the correct things on the board, because you remember, if you lose on this trading, you're losing your real money. So if you lose your real money, you're going broke and you're going home. So to avoid losing, let's first keep a test. This is just a test that you could always remove once you're sure the bot is working as expected. So I'll have a text that will first of all have a last digit list, so that we make sure we are getting the correct list. And that list will have, of course, the digits list. The digit list is on tick analysis, last digit list. So that will have the last digit list. This is wrong because this will give 1,000 ticks, but I need our own list digit tick. So get the digit list. So this will give me, depending on the variable I set here, it will give me 20. But if I change this to 10, it will give me the last 10 digits. So I put 20 there to give me the last 20 digits in that trade type. So that's one thing I need. Duplicate. What is something else I would like to make sure is correct? Even count. I would also like to make sure that's correct. So even digits count. Duplicate again. What else would I want to make sure is correct? The odd count. So odd digit count. The next thing I would like to make sure is correct is percentage. So you can have even percentage. You can just do this. Even percentage. And also odd percentage. Odd percentage. I think there's one other thing I would need is the length of the digit list, so that we know that it's giving me the correct length for the arithmetic that we are doing the percentage. Duplicate. So this is the length of the digit list. Don't worry about that. So this you can remove, and then just come to list, grab length, get my variable, the digit list. That will tell me how many digits we have in that list, and then how many of them are even, how many of them are odd. Then I can look through if the calculation is correct. So the next thing, this needs to notify. So what will it notify? Variables text. Because this, as you can see here, this is a text. So this is what you put here, but outside the set text. So it should be outside this block. Nice. So the next thing now we'll need to do is now have our own block. Now this one can be on the bot itself, on the final bot itself. Let me just show you. And it's the showcase of the even and the, or this I can call text. You can call text one, create. I think I clicked it, so I need to delete block, put here text one, and this should be even. It should be even. I think I can copy it from here. The even percentage. This should be odd. So this should be on the final bot, but the upper one you can always remove. That one is for checking. So that's the odd percentage. Right? So we have an even percentage and we have an odd percentage, and we have a notification as usual outside the set text. So this will be text one. Now let's get to the juice of the bot, how actually the bot works. So how the bot works is we have to do an if else if. We need to do an if else if and then else statement. Let me show you for those who are not familiar with coding. Let me come here, not loops but logic, and then learn more, and then I'll copy this. Yeah. So the first thing I need to do is, remember we have, let me just show you here. Remember we have, I didn't set it, so let me set it. Remember we have a trade percentage. So if I set this trade percentage to 70, this is stake, martingale, initial stake, digit analysis, trade percentage to 70. I'm saying if the odd percentage is greater or equal to the trade percentage, trade odd. If it's the even percentage is greater than 70 or equal to 70, trade even. Let's go. So here we need to, if the odd percentage is greater or equal to the trade percentage, trade odd. I put it in the wrong place there. Trade odd. If the even percentage is greater or equal to the trade percentage, trade even. Else, duplicate here. So I'll have another, but I don't think I need a variable. You can just put a text here once and for all. So I can put a text. So you can just set a text there. Quick text. So you can say criteria not met. Criteria not met. So no trading. So the bot will not trade, right? So the criteria has not been met, so then the bot will not trade. And I can come here and copy this. So outside this set, no, should be here. Outside the set, but inside the else statement. And this, we could have a variable for it. Since we have variable 3 that we are not using, or 1, let's use variable 1 there. So this is just, this has to go in hand with this, and then this is usually what is inside this block or whatever else is inside that block. So this is what the bot will do. So if the odd percentage is greater than the trade percentage, it will trade odd, else it will trade even. If none of those is met, it will just say criteria has not been met and it will not trade. So the final thing you need to do, because this is a loop, it keeps coming back to this for each loop, setting the digit list and coming back to this for each loop. So you need to make sure that the digit count and the odd count are set to 0 so that the bot does not do its own things. So let me come to variables outside here. Outside. Let me just confirm. This is the if statement here. Yeah, this is the if statement, else here it ends there. So let's set the odd digit count, come to math, say to 0, duplicate, if not even percentage but even digit count, set it to 0, and with that now the whole bot will be complete. Let's give it a test to just make sure it's working correct. And remember, our trading options are here. If the result is a win, same stake. If it's a loss, multiply by martingale. Okay, click on journal. Let's click run. So let's see, even 35 or 65, even 40 or 65. Let's see. So this is just a random market, and the higher you set the trade percentage to be, the more accuracy you'll have, because the bot will not trade unless that is met. So we can see it found one trade. Let's see. It found another trade. Even was 80. Let's see. It found another trade. It found another trade. Even was 70. Let's stop it. So we are able to tell. So it took a total of 3 trades. 2 were won. So you could always change how the bot behaves by coming to this section. This is the core of the bot. So you can always change from there. But let me just explain here. So click here. So you can see, so these were not met because the percentage were not met. I'm looking for one that was met. So you can see even is 70%, odd is 30%. And this is a digit list. It has 20. 6 of them are odd, 14 of them are even. So 14 out of 20 times 100 should give you around 70%. Yeah, because that is 2 divided by 14, 7. 7 times 10, 70. So you can see, hence it buys what? Even. And it wins that. So it goes ahead. I'm just trying to see. So the next list, this has 80. It traded even because even was in the highest percent, but we lost that. So we put martingale. It found another trade. It traded 40. It lost that. But on this, it traded even. On this, even was 70%. Odd was 30. It traded even. As you can see, even. Last digit after one ticks is even, and then we won that trade, and it will go on and on and on. So it's up to you to come up with what you think the market is doing, and then you can just play around with it and make the bot that you want. Everything is doable on the platform, and you don't need to buy these things from anyone, or you don't need to go break the bank to get these things. You just need to spend some time and learn. So if you enjoyed this video, there's another video that we did on creating an AI bot that goes very well with this one. So make sure you watch that here. So today what I want to show you is how to create an even odd bot. So even odd is a profitable market if you understand how to analyze it, and probably want a bot to analyze for you. So let's get started. So as usual, log in and then come to Deriv bot. Once you get here, click bot builder. Just keep this, reset. Let's get going. First of all, I don't need the sell block, so I'll leave that there. And then I need to change the market here to digits, and then I need even odd. Leave that as both. Let's go ahead and create variables. Start with stake. We need win stake. We need martingale. Just as usual, just as we do it. Place that here. We'll run once. We could also have a notification. The simple things. Here we could say finish scammers with dollars. Bro. Anyway, so let's come back to variables again. I want to set all of them. So set stake, and the last one set win stake. Best martingale, set win stake. As usual, go to math. Go to math. Just drag the stake. Yes, so with 20, this is my demo account, as you can see. But for you, just set what you're willing to lose. I don't know why I keep clicking that. Shit. Drag that there, and math again. Drag that there. Win stake, if you're winning, trade 20. Martingale, put 2, or whichever you want, 1.5, 2.1, whatever. So we need to trade with the stake there. Just test this a bit. Yeah, that run. So you just want to see it runs. Yeah, that runs. Okay, the next thing I want to do is the restart trades here. I hope you can see. Let me just, yeah. So the restart trading conditions. So close this here. I need logic. I need an if then statement there. What else do I need? I need patches. No. Restart trade condition. Keep losing it. No contract here. And if the result is a win, close this. Variables. Set the stake. A stake, of course, should be the win stake best. Else, set the stake to. Let me just duplicate this. Set the stake to. We need to remove this here. Come to math, find arithmetic, place the stake there. No, not variables. So the stake. So make sure to place it at the right place. Sorry, there. Stake. Then multiply it by the variable, of course, the martingale. Done. Let's see. Okay. Loss. And then, so never ever enter the market just blindly. So yeah, you can see after it loses, it multiplies by 2. I didn't wait for it to go back to normal to confirm that. Let's just do it. So never ever enter the market just blindly, just take a bot and run. No, just analyze, think about it, look at the market, then now do the runs. As you can see, like right now, if this was real money, you're losing big time. But you see, it recovers. After recovering, it goes back to 20. That's what I wanted to confirm. That's cool. So now, as you can see here, I just want to move this. As you can see, currently, the bot is only trading even, as you can see from the purchase conditions, but we want to put purchase conditions here so that it looks at the last digit, and then upon the last digit, it will now go ahead and trade. Okay, so come to utility, logic, drag the if statement there, and then on math, there should be this test a number. So use that, drag that there. So if the last digit, just close utility, come to analysis, come to tick analysis. Don't use last tick, use last digit. If the last digit is even, I can just duplicate this. Purchase odd. I saw they are switching the ticks from even odd, and then else statement, purchase even. Simple as that. So what it will end up doing is, if the last digit is an even number, it will trade odd, and if it's an odd number, the last digit is an odd number, it will trade even. So this is just basic analysis for you, and also just add a notification here, there, green, silent, and I want this to be analysis, no, tick analysis, come to last digit. I want that there. Duplicate, put it there. So let's run now. I think it should be good. Come to journal. You can see the last digit was 3, so it trades even. The last digit was 7. I see it trades odd, just like that. That's all it will keep doing. So let's see. So this traded even, this traded odd, this traded just like that. Let's just close that here and look at it here. So the last digit is 3. So what does it trade? Win payout if last digit is even, odd, even. Is an odd number, it'll trade even. Is an even number, it'll trade odd. Is an odd number, it'll trade even. So this is something that I noticed that works. So you could play with the ticks, put it after 2 ticks. If it's even after 2 ticks, do this. And also, there's another bot that I've. So after you're done with this, all you need to do is just save here and call your bot even odd analysis or something. And there you have your bot. You can sell it or you can do whatever you want with it. But now I've just added another bot here that I felt was doing quite well. Just check 27 minutes ago. This bot, come and look for this bot. I don't know who is a developer, but the bot is behaving quite well. You can come test it. It's an even odd analyzer pro bot, but that uses percentages. So instead of me showing you how to create that and somebody else has already created it, just take it, upload it from here, import a local, then this, and then just open. So this one is a bit different, but I liked how it was behaving. So you can see it looks at percentages. So just come use it, try it and see if it answers you anything, but don't pay for these things. If you want to customize, just look at the blocks and you'll understand how to customize it. So gentlemen, that is video number 2 in the series. Let me know what I should show you in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Bye. Today I want to show you something that could be the difference between you losing all your money to trading or becoming profitable. So today I'm going to show you something called split martingale, where, for example, if you lose, you're supposed just to multiply the stake by 2, but for us, I want us to have a way where we divide that loss by 2 or by 3 or by whichever number you want, so that the next trade is not taken with the biggest risk possible, and that keeps your account going. And if the market is turning, you'll be able to cut your losses early or regain your profits very easily. So let me show you. So as usual, we're gonna start with creating a variable. I need a stake. I need an initial stake, and I need a martingale split. That's all. So come to the run once block, and note I'm doing this on a rise and fall bot, but you could choose any market. Come to math. I need a stake of 14. Duplicate this. Let's right click. Initial stake of 14 as well. Duplicate again. Martingale split. How many times do I want to divide my loss? Let's start with 2. You could do 3, you could do 4. Just do what pleases your eye. Drag the step there. Click the sort blocks. Everything is in order on that side. So let's drag to this side. Sell conditions. You can collapse this. Restart conditions. That is where we do all the magic. So come to logic. Get an if statement. So if it's a loss, do something. So close the utility, come to analysis, come to contract. The result is a loss. What do? We change the total loss by the amount of stake, because of course we're staking the same amount. So once we have the result, if the result is a loss, what do we do next? We create another variable here, total loss. Yeah, total loss. I think we call it total loss, or we call it total lost. Total lost. And then we also have another one, count loss. So this will be the number of the losses. So the total loss here. So if the result is a loss, then change the total loss. Come to math. Come here. Change this total loss by the stake, because it's a stake we are adding up. When you lose, the stake is what changes by the stake, and that's cool. So what happens when it gets into this block? So if it's a loss, change the total loss by stake, and if the count loss is greater than 0, then set the count loss to a 0. Let me just show you that. So come to logic again. If you don't understand, just redo the blocks until you get what exactly we're doing. So if count loss, so these will be counting our losses. I think I can come to logic, I can use this. variable if the count loss is greater than math. If it's greater than a 0, we reset that count loss to 0. Set count loss to a 0.